Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shakedown, and my guest tonight representing Federated of Battle Club Pro Wrestling. She is the pretty little problem. Jem, how are you doing? How you feeling?
I'm great. I'm good. My boyfriend just left though, so I'm excellent, but I wish I was with him instead of here, but here we are.
Yeah, it's all good on the Federated side. It's a golden side to be on. You gotta love it, and I mean, we're here to talk about you. I talked to Rem. He's fantastic. Nothing against him, but we're here with you. Jem, who are you?
I'm the pretty little problem. I'm Jem. What do you want to know? Cause I could be here all day writing a book about who I am.
What do we need to know when the people show up? If they pull up to a Battle Club, PPW, NEPW show, who are they seeing? What did they expect to see out of the Miss Jem?
Okay. Honestly, I know everybody expects to see a diva, and I embrace it. Listen, Total Divas, the divas of like 2010s and all that inspired me. So I bring that diva, like the
Okay.
diva esque everywhere. But yeah, like don't mess with me, cause yes, on the outside, pretty little problem. I'm pretty, I'm little, but I'm also a problem. But um, I like to have fun. I enjoy doing what I do. But yeah, just do not mess with me.
Period. Just put it like that. You talked about the divas, total divas, and that stuff kind of was your inspiration. Is that how you got into wrestling, or did it start earlier?
Actually started earlier. Okay. So like growing up, especially like my papa and my like sister, they were into wrestling first, attitude era. Like
Oh,
The Rock is actually one of my favorites because The Rock reminds me of my papa.
oh,
Stone
okay.
Cold a little bit too. But every time I see like The Rock, I'm like, that's my dad. Because again, there's just such a major like correlation.
Yeah.
But my stuff was me and my little sister. We would always watch. So like I said, like the PG era of divas, like
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get talked about enough because unfortunately there was like not enough opportunities for the women at the time.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever opportunities they got, oh my god, like Divas of Doom, Natalia, and Beth Phoenix, like we would watch it all the time. The Bella Twins, AJ Lee, like I'm sure everybody
Yeah.
goes on my page. They know like Nikki Bella, one of my biggest inspirations, all that good stuff. But yeah, so I don't know. I knew I always wanted to be an entertainer of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
and I love wrestling. So I just could not see myself doing anything else for real.
It just makes so much it every time I do one of these interviews, I'm like, oh, how'd you get started? What this, that, the other? It's always someone very close in their family, and it's really cool. And I'm sure you see that, even at your shows, you start to see like the families, like so a dad brings her daughter, his daughter, whatever, and like that's a really cool thing because you talk about the PG era and Attitude Era was a dark day of women's wrestling. I think PG era was in that similar vein just because like you said a lack of opportunities. And you latched onto the Bellas. What was it about them specifically that really drew you towards them?
Okay, I don't want to say I don't know exactly what it was, but just so it was more so like everything like so the I would say like the later PG era right before the women were referred to as like superstars.
Yes.
So, again like with AJ Lee, Caitlyn, um every single like woman in that era, I just love all their stuff. But to me, I just remember like all the like authority segments with it was like the authority versus Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan, and then
Yeah.
like Nikki Bella. So like their second time around when like you started like noticing the difference between like the two.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just everything about them like it's like the way like they were just like characters. They were like fun. They were like likable. You grew up like you wanted to be them.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It was just like I just I saw myself in them. But very like this is more like recent and stuff. I would say when I was like in college,
Hmm.
I've read their book, Incomparable, and you got to see a lot more of like a human side of the Bella twins. You hear like their story. Actually, one of the only books that made me cry because
Wow.
there was some deep stuff, and I think everybody has like an amazing story to tell,
Yeah.
and their story was one of them. But again, total divas. You got to see more vulnerable sides of them, and it's just like,
Yeah.
damn, like that could be me. Like that's like that should be me. Like all that good stuff. So yeah, and that's why I do like some of their moves. When I first like started
Hmm.
wrestling, I did the rack attack for a little bit. I
Great.
realized I'm not as strong as like I would like to be, so I stopped for a little bit. But I will always do the Bella Buster.
Yes.
And I do sometimes do. I know Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson. He does the yes kicks, but I took it from Brie Bella.
Oh yeah. That's
But
awesome.
she started doing the yes kicks. But yeah, they just I don't know, they to me were just incredible like storytellers. They had some of like my favorite storylines and they were great.
It's so funny that you bring up the Bellas, and a lot of people do. It's just I don't always feel like they get the flowers they deserve, but when you're in that ring and you're kind of, I know you talked about paying homage to the Bellas with the Bella Buster at one point doing the rack attack. Have you taken anything from their out of ring work into what you do now? Because I've seen some things you posted on social media. Your work with the crowd seems really natural, and seems like it kind of is a little, I don't want to say easy because everybody has to put work into it, but does it something, is that something you feel like you really dove in and put a lot of extra time into, or you're just like, I'm out there, I'm Jem, I'm being me?
Okay, I know. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's hard for me to be mean. It's hard for me to be like nasty. I can't be nasty though. I can be a bitch. But the thing is, it's just like I honestly say like I'm a people person and
Hmm.
I really like value like every single person that comes into that just invests into wrestling, especially on an independent level. Like you could
Yeah.
be anywhere else, especially in this economy, you paying tickets to come to a show. But to me, like I always treat people how I want to be treated. I I grew up being a little like attention seeker um, because like growing up, like I was always like, the little like ugly duckling like in school and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So once I like was able to like learn how to like shine my own light, I was just like, I like to kind of like pass that on to like other people. And I don't know, it's just like like everybody, like I said, we all got like a little story. We all come to wrestling to escape whatever whatever's going on in life. So just I don't know, just like being around like so many different people, it's like I love it. I don't know. I wanna say like everybody's different, so I'm not gonna say it's effortless because you gotta like read the crowd, you gotta read the room.
Sure.
But again, I like I'm gonna be me.
Yeah.
People can take it or leave it. But again, I like people. I appreciate people. I treat people how I want to be treated. So
Yeah, not the easiest thing to come by nowadays, but honestly, your personality comes through really well in ring when you're working. Not just like when you are working the crowd have those moments to interact. I feel like that's a little easier, but even when you're working your move set, it still feels like you keep that in mind. There's a purpose as to what you're doing, which early on is pretty cool to see. Honestly, and I think from the clips I've seen, you've definitely made some Battle Club Pro fans. But that work has translated to championship opportunities, things knocking at your door. It's not being unnoticed. We could even go to PPW, Pennsylvania Pro, where you did have a women's world championship
Pennsylvania
match.
Premier.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry,
Some
Premier.
respect on their name.
100% Pennsylvania Premier. We need to get this correct. Okay, Pennsylvania Premier Women's Championship match versus Sammy Chaos, a belt collector in her own respect. Being in the ring with her, having that moment, it's not your first time in the ring with her, but having that championship match and honestly, really, really working that house and I'll say steal the show, sure. Steal the show with her. What was that like, that moment to be with her?
Okay, I know you said it wasn't my first time in the ring with her. Okay, fun fact about me. I'm sure a lot of people knew this. I used to wrestle under the name Jordy Lee, and then I used to wrestle under the name Jordy. This was my first time in the ring with her as Gem. So once I figured out, for the most part, who Gem is, and I'm still developing her. But
Sure.
yeah, my first time in the.
Oh, I lost you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
I'm so sorry. I had to move myself. Okay. So first time that I'm in the ring with Sammy as Gem. Whew, child. When I say I like was preparing for a long time, the minute I heard that we were gonna wrestle, I was like, girl, I need to get in shape. I need to make sure like I got a lot to shut down. It was an honor. It was intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of shook being in this. It like Sammy's no joke.
No.
She looks she you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure 5'2". She's
Chopping
like
down trees.
6 feet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whew, I'm like, it's overwhelming, you know. It also, again, me being the diva that I like to be. A lot of people did not think that I could keep up with Sammy, so I was like, okay, I got, like I said, a lot to prove and a lot to shut down. I would even say, like, even back at home, I if I could be vulnerable for a second, you know,
Please.
like I feel like, people that like I've trained with or people who have trained me, you know, they was just more so like, why is this happening? Like, are you even gonna like get the
Mm.
gold? Like, you know. So to me, I'm like, I bet, like, okay,
Okay.
y'all have been sleeping on me for too long. So it's time for y'all to wake up because like we're not doing this. So I went in. It was very nerve wracking because we were also the main event on a 12 match card. The crowd's
Wow.
tired. They are tired,
Yeah.
but they were just as loud as if they had energy, like from the first match. And it was it was definitely like a hard hitting. It was like very like physically intense.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I woke up, my hip was hurting, my back, my neck, everything.
Oh.
Everything was hurting. It was a fight for my life, but it was an honor. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Um, I'll be sure to win next time because like I really went in confident, like, yeah, I'm that bitch. I'm about to win my first title, da da da. Nothing still.
Well, there's plenty of time to win championships, and honestly, from what I saw from that match, it was really engaging. That cut up clip that Pennsylvania Premier had posted. Now that I get their name right, that was a phenomenal little video that they put out. I was engaged throughout the whole thing. There were moments I was like, "Damn, were they
Oh,
really
the
gonna put
highlight
her
reel.
over?" Yes, that was
Oh, the highlight
awesome.
reel. I mean, yes, PPW did post it, but that was listen. Who do you think made that highlight reel? Let's not get it twisted, okay?
Put it on. Put it
Okay.
on.
All right. If y'all need highlight reels, let me know.
That was great. And honestly, I talk about it with other people I sit down with. The social media stuff, like even if you got to do it yourself, that is how you're gonna get over. How do random people show up at these shows? Oh, they saw you on TikTok. They saw you on Instagram.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, that you talked about the hard hitting match with Sammy, and it was physically intense. You went through a ladder match. I talked with Rem about that little video you guys posted on social media where he was kind of training you up for that ladder match. Those are some serious bumps. Ladder match is no joke. Talk to me about that.
Okay. I was sick that whole week, right?
Oh no.
Right before the match.
Yeah.
And like the day before, like the night before into the morning of, I was like, yo, should I call out? Like, should I just, but
Oh.
I'm like, nah. Like, I'm gonna thug it out. Like, there's some gold on the line, inaugural women's championship of New Era Pro Wrestling. I was like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta make history, okay? Oh my god. Can I just say, when I first started wrestling, like, you know, however many years ago, I said, I'm not gonna take this bump, I'm not gonna take that bump. I'm scared of this bump. I'm scared of all this. I'm scared of that. Child, I'm doing everything I said that I did not think I would be doing.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
Went through a table earlier this year. Went through a freaking door.
Yeah, I
Was
saw
it earlier
that.
this month? Earlier this month. And then what else happened? Oh my god, I got a freaking steel cage match coming. Yeah, that freaking door was crazy. I first of all, like, the odds were completely against me because I went against Valerie Verman,
Mm.
Natalie Cunningham, bitch, and then sorry, Natalie's a bitch. I said what I said, but and then, oh my god, Serena, oh my god, I went through that door hard.
Oh.
Okay, I went through that door hard. So it was a lot against me because Natalie and Valerie, they share a brain. So, they like were sticking together the entire time. They were in cahoots together.
Mm.
I don't know Serena, so I'm not, and it's like, all right, we could team up for a little bit, but every woman for herself. Yeah, no, I was getting my ass beat. I was like flying, all that good stuff, and
Mm.
got hit by a ladder, in the head.
Oh. Oh, the more you talk about this match, the more I'm glad I sit in a chair and talk about what you guys do. I like to romanticize and oh, I'd like to get into pro wrestling. And I'm like, yeah, but then on a random weekend, I could be put through a door. It's
I mean,
insane.
it's fun. Recommend it one time, but I don't know. Like, do I want to go through a door all the time? Not really.
So I have to ask, what was worse, the table or the door?
Oh God. Physically, I would say the door. Emotionally, I would say the table.
Mm, mm,
And it's for different reasons. So
sure.
the table emotionally, because it was like my first ever main event. It was against
Oh,
it was Abraham Khan before I ended up like joining Federated.
yeah,
Oh, funny how things just funny how the world works. But
right.
so there was just a lot of emotions going through that day, thinking I wanted a belt and I didn't. And then, just getting my ass beat, getting humiliated. Yeah, going through a table, like, that was the cherry on top for
Mm.
all that emotional and physical turmoil. Now, the door, like I said, Natalie's just a fucking bitch. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to curse like that, but Natalie's a bitch. So the fact that she thought it was cute to put me through a door, mind you, I'm like half dead in this match.
Damn.
Yeah, like, you're a bitch.
Kick a girl when she's down. But they can't keep you down, Jem. That's the thing. You may have not walked away with the win there, but you do have another opportunity to get back in a golden conversation. We got a number one contenders match. If that wasn't enough pressure, you're trapped inside a steel cage with these women. How do you feel about this one?
Girl, I'm just hardcore gem at this point.
Yup.
I am hardcore gem. Oh, child. I I'm still recovering from everything last month. So when I saw that I was in a steel cage match, I was like, I know you lying. It is a lot of pressure. It is, but I gotta go with their guns blazing because I I wanted to end the year winning my first title.
Hmm.
I don't know if it'll happen. It's still too early to tell. But if I don't end the year, I could always set the tone for next year and win it first thing for the new year.
Ring
So
it
lots of
in.
pressure. Lots of pressure. My man Rembrandt, he also is having a steel cage match. And,
Yeah,
he's going to win a belt. He's, as far as I knew him, he's always had belts. Like, I've never seen him not have a belt.
yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta keep up with my man. I know I'm not letting him down, but I feel like I'm letting him down. Everybody in Federated got gold. Well, not Abraham Khan, oops, but everybody in Federated got gold. So I'm like, I gotta be the last one to get something too. I got
Absolutely.
to.
I think it's your time. You've been enough of these situations. I feel like you're mentally in a spot you kind of know what to expect now that Steel Cage is going to throw a whole nother loop in there. But we're bringing in 2026. We only got a few weeks here. You got to put the world on notice. Championships should be in fear. What do you have to tell the people about Gem headed into 2026?
If you support me, I appreciate you. I support you back. And for the rest of y'all, because I'm taking over anyway, I don't care who decides not to listen. I love the people who support me. Like I said, appreciate y'all always. And for the rest of y'all, I could care less because I'm taking over, okay? Like, I felt like I got an amazing confidence boost thanks to Rembrandt and the rest of Federated, especially Mr. Martinez. They have they've done everything for me, like as far as like supporting me and making me grow. So, what do you think I'm gonna do with them? The three of us, we do not care. We are going to be doing everything, and Cuzzo too. I didn't forget about Cuzzo, but sometimes he be busy when we're out. But I'm taking over, and watch out, cause I'm not gonna be a hidden gem anymore. I'm just gonna be gem. Period.
We out here. You don't got to look far to find her. Where are they going to find you next, Jim?
All right, y'all. So I got whew, the next one I have is a double shot. I have PPW and New Era at the same time. PPW, I'm tagging with Rem. It's like our first time officially, like officially tagging as Gem Brand.
I love it. I love that.
And we're teaming up with Nat Castle and Sebi Amore versus Sammy.
Mm.
Not Sammy Chaos. Sammy.
No.
Ugh. Sammy and her friends. Ugh. I like J Karma, I really do, but I cannot with the Sammys.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm getting a little triggered.
it's okay. It's okay.
And then right after that, I gotta go do my steel cage match. So yeah, it's a long day. And then I will be at Pro Wrestling Magic. I'm going against Tiffany Grady. A a lot more stakes involved for that one. And then the end of the month, Smash Master Wrestling again in Pennsylvania. So it is a busy month, but thank God, At one point I was only doing Battle Club however many times we ran.
Hmm.
Now I feel again, I owe it to Rem, I owe it to Mr. Martinez. Like, they gave me the confidence boost I needed to go all over. So imagine what we do next year.
Listen, it is only the beginning. I'm so happy for what you've done so far, how far you've come. It's been a nice little run, and you're only just getting started. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out down on the Shakedown. Hopefully, we'll have a conversation soon, maybe with a little bit of gold in the picture. Rembrandt is the golden faction. You gotta watch out for them all over the Northeast. Make sure to go check out Jem on her social media. And while you're looking on social media, direct the Bake Show a follow at the Shake and Bake on all social medias. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button on the video. Send it with a wrestling nut that loves it like you do. And until next time, show somebody you love them. We'll catch you later.